Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I hope you caught that interview with It's Barrymore. Jamani, leo Kiswahili kimetukuzwa. Mtoto yeye jamani mmemwacha hapa akibumbuaza. Shinde tu kusema da mama yangu. Shout out to those guys who came to school, Barry. So that you know, our text line is 22160. You start with a YM254, or you can hit us up on WhatsApp 0700345457, or you can get us on our social media handles at Y254 on Facebook, Y254 TV on Instagram, and Y254 channel on Twitter. But I think most important of all is Y254 channel on YouTube, so that you can get all your favorite interviews. And in case you missed one and you really want to catch it, just ndani. So you know it's Man Crush Monday and these favorite days, oh my gosh. So I have a panel of gentlemen, and today we're going to be talking about men in relationships. We had a Pete come through last week on Wednesday, and the men decided we need to have this conversation when it's all about them, not just all about the queens. So you can see Pete looking some type of fresh in his attire. Hi Pete, welcome back. We have
adapted to the
he really has. Yes. He looks so good.
These ways of living.
This is Hafulu, as you know, our host for Karaoke Live and our resident panelist.
Asante sana, asante sana.
Nasikia vile nimekudropia bomba ya kizungu.
Leo tunaongea Kiswahili.
Oh jamani, wanataka kumfunza nao pia. But leo kuna mzungu. We have an Englishman in the house. So we must break it down. Kayesu, our comrade and resident panelist, and of course at It's Barrymore, my co-host. Yeah, so today we're talking about men in relationships. Pete.
Yes.
I know these guys have questions. Immediately you left the set on Wednesday, I was bombarded. I was told no, he has to come now for the guys and we need to talk about this. What is a typical guy in a typical relationship?
Excuse me, Val.
Already?
I want to talk about, before we start, because I know after we've started, we'll be going.
Yes.
To talk about what happened at the University of Nairobi.
Okay.
We have to, as a comrade, as a person here representing comrades, I have to say I'm not happy. I would say I condemn it with the strongest words possible, but this is a cliche now. I don't do cliches. It was a cake. It was discobumbulous, it was cantankerous, it caused discomfiture. It was, I don't know how I can describe what happened to the comrades. It was bad. All that means it was bad. It was a cake. It was heinous. It was horrendous.
Sadistic.
Something should not happen.
What is this?
Is this a cake.
Archaic.
Archaic.
Yes.
Yeah. Go check your dictionaries.
So, I was just helping him understand.
Yeah. I'm helping him too.
Our brother is
so what I'm saying is that those guys, they should know that they didn't beat the regular comrades. The people they beat were freshers who joined like less than a month ago. Yeah, those who have been there, they can't get. They know that they can't get them and beat them that way. Beat them senselessly that way.
They tried to scare the body.
Yeah, they didn't know those are freshers. Freshers are the people who have not know where to hide, where to run to. So when they were there, they entered the hostels and those guys followed them there. So especially girls were the most sufferers, and that is not right for them. We have a feeling that these guys have a problem with maybe they didn't. We always have it that they didn't go to university, so they are maybe jealous or something.
What?
You know, Kayeso,
why should somebody go to the university and start beating people? Like beating comrades when after knowing that comrade is always right.
The comrades were not there. Kayesu, you know me, I was so happy the way they were crying.
Why?
Mama yangu? You know, even big people can call their mama. Why mama yangu nachapwa?
They are freshers.
Oh.
Yeah, they are freshers.
So comrades don't cry, they cry baba yangu.
Yeah, those are comrades in the making.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
That was bad.
All right.
That was bad. And we are coming for them. We are coming for them. We are going to.
Is that a threat?
We are going to show the police. They were routing. I know they will be routing soon. We are going to quench them.
You'll start calling baba yangu here.
We are coming for you.
Thank you for that.
From time to time, and we don't need things like this happening. So we are going to be pushing this as a youth channel. We need to be fighting for the youth. But right about now, Yes, we have to get back to the matter.
It's time.
Yes, I've been looking forward to this.
Okay, so are we ready?
Yeah, we are ready now.
I'm ready.
Sambamba?
Tuko fiti kabisa.
So would you like to start with the question, or should we just start with Pete? I want Pete to maybe just give us a brief definition of what a man, what does a man do in a relationship? When women be like, oh, what do you have to offer? What is this that you have to offer?
Now you're talking about what the ladies expect from
No. Just we keep asking it. We keep asking it, but I'd like to know what the truth really is. This basics. Mm-hmm.
What we offer is a shoulder to lean on, so that they can cry. That's one of the stable things we can offer.
Okay.
And trying to understand the woman, which is a difficult job. I talked
It can
about
take
that last
forever.
time. We're so different. But something basically is well known. We men are there to produce the next generation. Clear? So that's our main job.
To procreate.
Yeah.
Okay.
Without us, nothing happens.
They are nothing too.
But Mr. Pete, girls are different. Girls are different. Each and every female is different on its own. Do we have a blueprint for like satisfying them all? Like if you follow this, you can satisfy any other given
Because I
lady.
think men are more or less the same.
Yeah,
Yes,
most
our
of us are the
sports
same.
there,
Yeah,
right
they
there.
only talk about sport, car, and number of girls.
Yes, and our magic spots are the same. You can't find this man has this particular sport, the other one has another. We are the same, if you know what I'm talking about. Punch it, kiss it, the same. Girls, it's different.
They're very different. Like all of them,
Yes.
like yeah. So is there a blueprint for satisfying them? All the girls, like
Yeah.
a blueprint.
is a
Remember my
blueprint.
last talk. Your mindset is wrong. You
Alright.
want to satisfy yourself.
Take us through it again, Pete.
And what you have to do is change your opinion about having sex. In satisfying the lady, your satisfaction comes along the way because she takes much more time to become satisfied. When she finally, after perhaps 1 hour of a half an hour of foreplay, she reaches her first orgasm. You know what I'm talking about? I hope so.
The boys are looking.
Most of the time, you experience that. So when she reaches her first orgasm, she can have
Pete, why are you doubting our understanding?
You're very
Something
quiet.
important. When she reaches her first orgasm, she can have many orgasms after that. We call that multiple orgasms. Man can't have that.
How many should they be the multiple orgasms?
I've experienced 10 or 12, one after the other, but it takes a whole Saturday morning.
You guys, sorry, just slight interruption. 0700345457.
It's very hard to ask Pete a question.
Hold the question. I see, hello, Y254 in the morning, locked in from Thika. It's Triza, the rapper. I see someone who has been confused by Kayesu's English. Uyo msee amestra mzungu na ngoso. What? And he's been looking through the dictionary and cannot find what you were meaning by your English words. Thank you. There's someone, I'm always locked, nikiwa kahawa skari. Okay, 0700345457. Yes, not yesterday. On Wednesday, we had a question from a guy who was talking about his addiction to masturbation, if I may. So what kind of brings on these kind of addictions, and how to break them? If it's just, say, pleasing yourself or it's watching pornography, how do people cut these addictions?
And this particular guy, he mentioned is doing this
Because-
to avoid cheating.
Okay.
Yes.
I remember the
Okay.
call. Addictions are so heavy, most people don't get out by themselves. Because it captures your mind completely. And it becomes a way of living, a way of dealing with life. So if you realize you have an addiction, whether this is alcohol or porn or whatever, you only get out with the help of somebody else, and that's part of my profession as a counseling psychologist. I help people to solve their problems. Not by giving the solution, but I trust that the solution is in the person himself. He or she cannot find it. So that's the job of a counseling psychologist,
So
helping people to find the solution for their problems.
You
And
think
it's a long way. For porn addiction, I went through that with several clients. It's a long process.
Long process.
And your
As in to
clientele,
leave it, Ama.
to leave it, to stop it.
To stop it.
Yeah. I told you one of those examples is a guy who stands up in the morning, the first thing he does is opening the laptop and watching porn before he even gets out of the bed.
Uh-huh.
And I compared that to a guy who cannot stand up without taking a glass of whiskey.
Mm-hmm.
It's a similar
Another one who
behavior.
can stand up
Yeah.
without smoking a cigarette.
I don't want to repeat myself, but this is exactly what you're asking at the moment. This is addictions.
So what kind of relationship is he in to make him want to masturbate so that he doesn't cheat? What's going on here?
Okay.
Where's the disconnect?
In dating, there's one problem for us men.
Okay.
It's rejection. We can't swallow it. So if he went through a few relationships and they rejected him, he becomes so broken.
Yeah?
And then he tries to satisfy himself because he's not able or
Takes matters
capable
in his own hands.
to have a new relationship because he thinks it might happen again. So then he only satisfies himself by taking the matter in his own hand.
I have a question, Pete. I feel like they keep telling us girls have a lot of feelings all the time. We have a feeling, we have a mood for everything. But now you're telling me a guy can get rejected once, twice, 3 times and his spirit is crushed.
Yeah.
Yeah?
We don't confess that. We don't want to show that we have feelings. But internally, or when he's alone, he will tell himself, "I'm finished." They don't want to.
Is this true?
Yeah,
Afuno, talk to me.
Mr. Pete anatuchanganya hapa, lakini wacha nijaribu leo kizungu. Okay, Mr. Pete.
Yes, please.
I heard that last time you said that we are the problem, men are the problem. Concerning whenever you want to talk to a lady, ama kidogo, okay, haki ya Mungu. Kizungu ni ngumu.
Enda tu kwenye utaenda na kusaidia. I am
We
here.
can translate. It
Alright,
happened in
okay.
the show before. We
Mr.
can
Pete,
translate again.
Ulisema ati kwamba si ndio shida. Ni ukweli?
That they're the problem.
Yeah.
That the man is the problem, yes.
I told you last time.
Okay, shida ni sisi ama ni wanawake? Kwa sababu utapata tunakuja tunaongea na mwanamke
Is this the problem, us or them? Because
or the women.
Uh-huh.
Cause utapata tunakuja tunaongelesha Val hapa. I love Val so much. Utapata Val pia naye kwa simu ana text na mtu mwingine kwamba anapenda mtu. Hasa ni sisi.
Hold up,
Yes,
You
apparently
have
he
to take
comes
breaks.
to Val and then tells Val he loves her very much, but Val is on the phone with another guy talking about the same type of situation. Tuendele.
Sasa sisi ndo tunabaki tukiuliza ni sisi tunachezwa
So-
ama ndo wanawake ndo wanatucheza?
He's trying to figure out, are they the ones playing or are they being played? Like, what's happening here?
That's a difficult question.
Yeah. So you have one party hitting on a girl, but the girl is busy with someone else, and then he's asking himself questions.
Well, I think this is the new way of living, especially for boys and girls. Yeah, they don't make up their mind and concentrate on one person.
Monogamy.
They just
is
have several options open, and that is for men and women at the moment the same thing. You're never sure whether she's with you or in fact with somebody else.
So it's a
And
generational problem.
Even for men, yeah, when we have a partner and you make love to her, in your mind, you
Excuse.
might be comparing to somebody else. You had another experience and now you're comparing. She doesn't know where your brain is going, but we can do that. Be with somebody else, and in your mind you're still comparing or thinking about another partner you had before. We are difficult creatures.
Okay, just my job today is to moderate, but I want to throw my 2 cents in because I am the only female here.
Please.
I feel like we kind of have the same thing going on. Like I can be, let's say, with you, Pete, but I'm thinking about how this other person used to do it, or how am I,
Yeah.
things like this. Is that a healthy relationship?
It's normal. You can't prevent it.
Yeah.
You can't prevent it. We're always comparing to what we had before, especially when we don't get what we need.
So
So it
there's
is-
there's a
it's-
problem. There's something missing. That's why we're. Well, maybe it was really good the last time. It doesn't have anything to do with this particular person, no?
Of course. You don't. If you're not totally satisfied and totally one with each other, your mind goes somewhere else.
Pete, is it recommended? Like I want to put it this way: I am with Caro, and Caro is not smart enough for me. She's not my dream girl. She's not my dream girl. There's a girl I love. and I'm with this other girl. Sorry, I hope you won't pick guilt from that. Is it recommended? Do you recommend as a psychologist that I do it with Carol, but I have that other girl in my Susan in mind? If Susan now is now the good girl, so that I satisfy myself and satisfy this other girl too.
What are you waiting for? What are you
Wow.
waiting for?
Wow.
Like the physical girl I have,
You can't make up your mind.
like
to
I
make a
have
decision, so-
now I have two different girls.
Yeah.
Physically I have one girl, but psychologically I have another girl.
Okay, I have a question. What is it that you're lacking with this one that you physically have?
She doesn't have the figure you want.
Then what are you doing with
Or
her,
The figure, you see, that's
Settle.
man. The
But you
forms.
have someone else in mind. Chase your dreams. Are you not a hunter? Are we always not talking about men being hunters?
maybe she's
What are you
taken, or maybe she's far away, and maybe I have a plan
At
B.
the moment,
Maybe I
you
have
each
this.
glass
This
before
one
you
is.
get
The Jesus,
Yeah.
the one you have at the moment is an alternative solution.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
It's
you
just
you tell her that.
Yeah, I cannot tell her.
No.
How can you tell her?
No.
You just know. You know
Gotta
they
get
even
killed.
pick
So
offense.
isn't
They
this a
even pick
form-
offense if you call
isn't
the
this a
name
form
of that other
misusing
guy.
her?
This is misusing
He's
her.
misusing her.
And it's unfair to her.
Yeah, it really is. The
She's
tables
just
could be
in between
turned.
solution till the other one comes back to your aid.
But it is possible, man. You said here the other time that 90% of men cheat. So the practicality and reality of it is that. And the reality
Wacheni
of it
kujitetea.
is that.
No. We've just agreed you're using someone. You're using this imaginary Carol, yes? This could be two-way. Carol could be using you, Kayesu. Maybe you're just the only comrade looking fresh some type of when Angoja intake ingine. She's waiting for the treatment. She's just wasting time with Kayesu. It could be two-way. Yes. Usijitete. Afulu,
Yeah?
you're very quiet.
Kuna maswali nataka kuuliza lakini wacha nisifungue.
Uliza.
Niulize,
This is the
sindio?
time.
Okay, sita. Okay, thank you
Alafu
so much.
unipe break
Fadhili.
ndio nini.
Yeah. I have a question, Mr. Pete.
Drop it and don't kill me, mister. Just Pete.
Oh, Pete. Yeah.
We are brothers.
Okay, sir. Mr. Pete.
You did it
sorry.
again.
Pete.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay.
Pete.
Sisi kama vijana, the hustler guy, tuna feeling mbaya sana. Unapata tajiri, yes, ni bibi yako. Unapata tajiri, anakuja na gari, anakuja anachukua bibi yako. You don't know anything.
Okay, he feels very bad when a rich guy comes and takes his girlfriend, like comes flashy cars and all this and takes her away.
Wewe kama advisor story za relationship, unaweza ni advise aje mimi kama hustler mwenye nimechukuliwa bibi yangu na mtu ana gari?
How would you advise him as a hustler whose girlfriend has been taken from him simply because maybe he is not at the place that this guy, the rich guy, is right now?
Can I give a layman's advice first?
Barry, go forth.
Get a car, bro.
Meaning I have to go
You're
deeper.
Yoshida.
I think you have a girlfriend who doesn't have the expectations you have from her. She's expecting something else. Perhaps she is very much money oriented. And you have to find out that. That's what dating is for. Get to know each other. Find out what principles, what morals you have. Get to know each other. That's dating. And then you find out, is this person fitting in my life, or is she coming from another planet?
So I can try on my best to be a player, ama
No.
No, to be a real man.
a real man.
Hey, and
No,
what is
that-
a real
Nothing to
man?
do with what you have or what you bring. It's not about outward things. It's your inner quality, and she should fall in love with that, not with things.
Okay, who is a real man?
That's a good question.
That's a good question. Some men never mature. I've met men who are 40, 50, even 60, not mature. You know, as a baby, they drink from the bottle. And they keep on drinking from the bottle. Babies do two things. They drink from the bottle and they cry the whole time. They're loud. And some men stay like that for the rest of their life. They don't mature. And ladies find out and they go to somebody else. They move away from you. They are expecting or hoping for a man who is mature.
Yeah, like me.
Ah,
Moneyed, yeah.
You who is using
Yeah,
cargo.
yeah,
Let's
moneyed.
set center.
That's good.
Moneyed, brainy, and muscled. Man enough,
Muscled
like
Kaesu.
yeah, muscled, moneyed, brainy, and all that. Afulu, we are here with you. Should be
Alright,
studying.
so
You should
what
be
you're
looking
trying
at
to say,
me
yeah?
and
If the girl leaves him because
He doesn't have.
of a car, he didn't know the girl well.
No.
That is what you're
Or
trying to
he's
say.
not. She's not the right girl for you.
And I think we're moving too fast in dating
Uh-huh.
to going for what we want to have, sex. Yeah?
Uh-huh.
And you make too many steps, too fast steps forward without knowing the person.
What is moving too fast, Pete? I wonder.
Having a one-night stand after the first date. That's definitely too fast.
Uh-huh.
What
Because
else is
that's
too
how long should one wait?
It's a very good question.
That's a difficult question because it depends on your life experience,
Okay.
on your age. But I think getting to know each other depends on how many times you meet.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So
Alright,
let's
we
say
meet
we
each
meet
other
once
each
once a
weekend.
week, weekends, every weekend. We can meet every weekend.
Okay.
So we get to know each other this weekend.
But you also have to do it in
We
different
don't do it because that would be too fast. So can we do it next weekend? The next
Jesus,
You see,
Kayesu.
it's the only thing we bring. We want to have sex.
That's all they want.
That is the problem with the men.
Yeah,
Okay. From time immemorial or right now.
it's there.
Is sex bad?
No, it's divine. I told you last time. That was my last sentence.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something which you might not know. Let me tell you something about men and women. Yeah? Are you ready?
We ready,
Okay.
sir.
In Genesis, God explains how he produced those two prototypes. When he produced Adam, he uses a word which is for us translated into English. He formed him. Finished. There's nothing sexy about the man.
Yeah.
2 legs, a penis in between, a head on top and 2 arms, that's it. A girl doesn't get breathless when she sees you naked.
But if you work
But when
out
he
nice,
produced
you can,
Eve, now listen, he uses another word. He built her.
Yeah.
Those curves, it's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah?
They are
That's not a
built.
product.
It's true, they are
that's it,
built. Yeah.
He had a prototype A, Adam, and then he produced a better form, a better product.
Yeah.
Definitely.
makes a lot of sense.
So when you see a naked woman, it gives you another impulse, and when a lady sees a naked man, it doesn't make click in her mind at all. So that's
She,
why we are visuals.
Instead,
We-
she
we
gets
see.
scared.
Yeah. Now, okay, what we both
Tunakula kwa
have,
macho.
I'm still in Genesis. What we both have are 2 eyes, 1 nose, 1 mouth, 2 ears.
Yeah.
We know where they're for, but they also give us warning signals. Yeah? Fire, smell, loud music, or an aircraft going over your head, or something like that. So it has also functions, not just a purpose. It also have those things have functions. But when you look at a lady, precisely, you will find out that God put something on her body which has no function.
A lady. Something in her body that has no function.
Are we allowed to guess?
What is that? We can guess, eh?
Yes.
Brain.
That is a subliminal diss. But we took it.
Something in ladies. I know something in men that has no function. That is
The nipples?
the nipples. Yeah, we don't use them at all. There's no way we use them. But something in ladies that has no function. You'll have to tell us.
Okay, I'll tell you plainly. It's the clitoris.
Ah.
And it's God's, now listen, you miss something very important. It's God's idea for sexual pleasure only. At no other purpose. It doesn't want you for anything, it doesn't, it's only there for sexual pleasure. Now the thing is, you don't know how many nerve endings are there, right?
I don't know. I
tell
have
you.
no idea.
8,000 nerve endings in that little thing down there.
8,000.
Could someone zoom in on Afulu's reactions?
8,000.
8,000 nerve endings.
How many nerve endings are in man's?
In the man,
Yeah.
only 4,000.
Only 4,000.
Yes.
Alright, so that's like a
And
double.
most of them are gone after circumcision. Sorry.
Oh, that's why they chop it off sometimes. in some communities.
I'm just going to hold this conversation for a bit and read a question from the floor,
Please
guys.
do.
Yeah. Hi, guys.
That was class sensation.
Alpha from County 057. I had this girl who always rejected me, and I just decided to leave her alone and stop talking to her. She has later on made up her mind and is interested in me, but now I have a girl. I have too much love to give away even to 4 girls. Should I give her her chance?
She missed the chance.
Yeah.
Yeah, think so.
Pete, what do you
And
think?
he has the intention to form a harem.
I could tell.
Yeah?
It was
Going the way of
broker.
big happy family.
going the way of
broker.
Solomon.
yes, yes, yes.
Yes,
700
yes.
ladies.
Paneli.
Before he answers, there's a photo that Brenda, my producer, Brenda up there, I know she's listening, showed me of a very good car, very sleek car of this class. Some lady was going to wed, and then her ex gave her this car, a pre-wedding gift. This car.
Give her a car.
I don't want to call it a car because it was more than a car. It's something. I wish you could.
vehicle.
Brenda, if you are there, you can show us. You can show us that. And then she had the boyfriend, the guy now who was going to marry her, told her that if she accepts the car, then she's not going to marry her. So this girl has a choice of a tough choice. 2 options. She either accepts the car from ex or reject the car and get married.
It's something else. She
Yeah.
either loves the car or she loves the guy.
Yeah.
Yes. Simpler, in simple terms.
Yeah. If she loves the car or she loves the
So
guy.
if she's thing-oriented, she will take the car.
Yeah, she
And
took
if
the
she's
car.
really
Okay.
person-oriented, she will marry-
Brenda told me that she would take the car.
Brenda said she would take
Okay.
the car.
Yeah,
What
she
would you
said
take
she'd
for?
take the
I
car.
would sell the car, keep the money, and take my husband.
Sell
See,
the
the car is the
car.
problem.
No, it
Sell.
doesn't. It doesn't.
The car is the problem, is it not? Give the car away, joint account, money, Danny. We have already bought a car for us together now. We can buy the car you want.
You
baby.
reject the gift, the whole. You,
No, no,
you
no, no,
reject
no.
the car as a gift. You reject
Okay.
everything that comes from the
Just
ex.
before we get to, we're going to for a short break, but I want to answer another one. I'm Victor from Pipeline. How does a man show love to her girlfriend, and how does a lady show it? Is love all about sex?
No. It's a basic thing.
Uh-huh.
It
It's
belongs to
basic.
the basic
It's
needs.
the foundation.
You know Maslow?
Thank you.
You know the Maslow?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
It belongs down there.
All right.
So it's a basic.
Meaning it's large.
It's key.
It's
Well, no,
key.
It's the basic.
Jesus.
Like
Okay.
food.
Yeah.
What?
Shelter.
How else does a
But-
man show love?
How you show love is having interest in everything from your partner. Taking part in his life. Being together and sharing everything.
What if some of her traits piss you off, or you don't like them?
I'm sure some of your traits
that's
piss
what
her
I
off.
tell you. Some girls, when I talk to them about dating, they tell me I'm waiting for Mr. Right. And then I have to disappoint them. Because the
Mr. Right never
the
comes.
Mr. Right I know went back to his father.
Jesus, yeah.
So the rest of us, no, back to us. The rest of us, we are Mr. Almost Right. A
Oh.
girl might fall in love with you, and she is 80% totally happy, and it blows her mind. But now she realized those 20%, and she wants to change that. And that's a hopeless job.
Are you advising girls to go for Mr. Almost Right?
For Mr. Almost Right, we are all Mr. Almost Right.
Oh,
because
all
she
of
is-
us are Mr.
we
Almost Right.
almost, yeah, and now the thing is, in dating, you have to find out how much of that percentage is that what makes me, what blows my mind. Is he 80%? Is he 50%? Forget about it. He will never satisfy you.
Or 50 is bad.
It must be 80 or 90, and then you can swallow, and that's what I teach the ladies, then you have to swallow those 10% you don't like, because you cannot change him. Even if you manage to change him a little bit, and you break up afterwards, he's the same as before.
Is
It's not a real change.
Is the reverse true? If 80% or 90% of the girl, basically what he has.
It's the same for
The
both.
same-
It's the
same
same for
things.
both. We are all, also the ladies, they are not Mrs. Right.
It's true.
So, we have to swallow that percentage which is unchangeable. Because
So relationships are based on compromise, for lack of a better word.
yes,
But it
How
is
much
minimal
there's no
compromise.
ideal solution.
Afulu.
We're not
Those
just-
things like you can stomach are what matter.
Afulu is a listener today, so I think you just let him
So it's the
listen.
conversation, but as we go for a short break, I would like the first question to come from Afulu before you even go back to WhatsApp lines. No.
Okay.
Yes.
Listening
All
is
right,
part
guys,
of conversation.
You are
Let
watching
him
Man
listen.
Crush Monday. Our text line is 22162. You can start with YM254, or you can slide into our WhatsApp line at 0700-345-457. We're talking about men in relationships. We have Pete over here, and he's a sexologist as well as a relationship counselor. Yes, I got that right. So we're just going for a short break, but we'll be right back, so don't you go anywhere.
Well done.